getting started. Just need to do a few more shares. And probably should also lower this a bit. I'm trying to relax a little. Okay. Players in Lotus. Okay, so let's do a quick share here. Share to a group. Lotus Philippines, so that's the other two groups. I'm not and here we go. Oh, I actually... Okay, yeah, here we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Okay, so the bad news for me is that I currently don't have a single... win in Decathlon to my name. If you look at the upper right, zip, nada. So this is pretty much the first half of the event. I'm gonna try my best here. At least I can relax a bit because this is Zendikar Rising Draft. But it would help if well, actually this one helps quite a bit. We didn't get the Bomb Rare, but we do have a choice of removal here. Now I have to choose between Alliance, Swarm, and Thundering Rebuke. Also note that since we're playing against bots, I kind of have to make some executive decisions here. I'm most likely going to take Deadly Alliance if I have to go for removal here. And yeah, that's probably how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to also try to take note. What is the delay in time here? So I'm watching the stream right now. Then, it's very hard for me to tell because I will have to actually expand this. And okay, let's see if I can take a look at this. Click to expand. I should mute nice and video a bit. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, mute there. So okay, so based on that. Not much of a delay, so that's a good thing. So I'm probably just gonna go with Deadly Alliance. I probably would prefer Thundering Rebuke, but there is quite a bit of red here. I kind of want to lean the bots towards away from red. Hey Jericho, how are you? How's the let's see, 7, 8, 5 days na lang. Five days left. It's New Year. We can say goodbye to 2021 and hope for much better stuff. Okay, so now we have an interesting proposition here. I can go Cleric of Life's Bond. We can start the Cleric train. I can take Pelaka Predation. Feed the Swarm is kind of solid, but we just passed one already. So we probably might want to dip into a second color here. I'm quite likely to take Streams Lagging Hard. Oh man. Hold on, okay, let me see if I can fix things up. First, let's take the Cleric of Life's Bond. I'm probably going to be on the lookout for more Clerics. So, if we're going to look out for more Clerics, it has to be this one. So, let's see if I can find a way to fix it. I suspect the reason why it's lagging hard is because I'm watching it also. So, by fate, I'm going to actually have to close it here and rely on my streaming software. That might make it better. We'll see. Otherwise, it just means that everyone in the Philippines is using their internet for the holidays. Nothing we can really do about that. Let's start with the synergies, I guess. Now we could just keep going for more clerics, but there's no real well, it powers the Cleric of Life's Bond. That is one small reward. Kitesail Cleric, not so great. I might just take the Farsight Adept because we need card draw. And we also kind of want to spread out a little bit, have some options. Okay, looks like we're actually being cut. Either we're being cut hard or we're not getting good stuff here. But we probably just take the Dauntless Unity. Highborn Vampire is actually a good option as well. It's just a 4-3, but it's actually a good point because this is just a 4-3. We can get better stuff in white. Definitely not taking the Lithiform Blight. Yeah, I guess we take the Dauntless Unity here. I also suspect that it might just be Streamlabs. It's kind of not been doing very well recently. I probably don't want this many Smite the Monstrous, so I'm just gonna take one. Yeah, I should have taken the Angel Heart. I don't want to. I could spread a little bit into red, just speculate a bit, I suppose. I don't really want a second Smite. Okay, Farsight Adept. Stonework Pack Beast is a good option. I could just take another Adept just to draw more, keep drawing cards. It's also 3 mana tree. You know, here's the time we take Dauntless Unity. Yeah, so most of the red got taken. So the red got taken except for the mediocre ones. I can take the Seagate Banneret now. Actually, no. I'm starting to notice a bit of lag too. It's not, and I'm also starting to suspect that it might not just be. It might not just be the internet. Could just be my computer as well. My computer might be dying. Help. Probably gonna take another Deadly Alliance or Vanquish the Weak. I might just take the Deadly Alliance here. Yeah, we're passing a Shatter Skull Smashing, but haven't exactly taken a good rare quite yet. Yeah, we can, another Deadly Alliance, but I think Kabira Takedown is correct this time. Shepherd of Heroes is actually also a solid one. 3/4 yeah, this one's more questionable. I'll take the Shepherd actually. I would like to see the Core Celebrant come back, but that might be a while. Practice Tactics. Yeah, that's our removal we can use instead of Kabira Takedown. Kabira Outrider is also okay, but we kind of... Let's also do a removal check. 2 Alliance, 1 Smite. I don't want this many Dauntless Unity. In fact, let's take the Practice Tactics for now. Vanquish the Weak or Core Celebrant? How much removal should I go? That's the question. Relic Axe is also a cheap way to get some power through. I think I actually just take the Vanquish the Weak here. Here's the thing, if I keep taking Core Celebrants, my only payoff for gaining life is Cleric of Lifespan. So by itself, it's not quite enough. So I might need to have a removal suite to go with this. That's also probably why I'm going to be taking Drana's Silencer as well. Yeah, now's a good time to take the Celebrant. We can also take Skyclave Cleric. It's a land and an extra creature. Probably more preferable. Yeah, the problem is we don't exactly have a real payoff outside of the... We only have one real payoff, this guy. And by itself, it's not so great. I could just take a Makindi Ox to punch through now. Resolute Strike is kind of fine. Yeah, I really hate taking Makindi Ox, but we might have to. Oblivion's Hunger, yeah. I might just, we'll take the Skyclave Cleric now. So we can cut basically two planes. This is our expensive card draw that I don't really like. Yeah, see, we're getting the Core Celebrants now. So no real loss here. I'm just gonna take one. Everything's lagging hard. I might end up doing another one if this turns out to be... and I'm already starting to lose a little bit of confidence here. Not looking so great. Okay, looking better. Soul Shatter, Journey to Oblivion. Oddly enough, Soul Shatter... yeah, Soul Shatter is probably fine because it will always hit, more or less. Journey to Oblivion gives me choice, but you probably have to take the Soul Shatter here. Hey, another Cleric of Life's Bond. Okay, the payoffs are coming in now. I would like the Attendant Healer. I can also just take a Ghastly Gloom Hunter, so I... okay, let's do a sanity check. So we actually have 2 lands here, so we actually have space for several cards. So we have 2 Warriors, 2 Wizards, 8 clerics and a single rogue. So we can reasonably do 4 damage with practice tactics. I could also just take the Ghastly Gloom Hunter, have an evasive flyer. Zoff Consumption also good because it allows me to cut a land. I think I'll just take that one. That's probably the safest pick. There you go, Marauding Blight Priest, and there's a payoff that we're looking for. Shame we're passing the Inscription of Abundance here. And let's see, Sky Dancer, yeah, it's another rogue. I could take Spare Supplies to draw cards also. Okay, but we're functionally needing 26. Nahiri's Binding is very good. Wow, we're passing rares. Let's hope this doesn't come back to bite us. I probably would rather have the Outrider as a warrior. I can actually still cut the Seagate Banneret. Nimana Skitter Sneak is a fine pick, but we're not exactly milling our opponent, so that goes on the side. Oblivion's Hunger. I'll probably take the Skyclave Sentinel just in case I feel like I need to change options here. And another one. Practice Tactics. Okay, so what we can do is we can swap it out like this. We have a Resolute Strike as an option. Blood Price. And Tuk Tuk Rubble Fort. Okay, still couldn't watch well due to lag. Yeah, it's okay. Looks like it might just be a problem here in the Philippines, I guess. That's all right. If you want to tune in, it will you can I'll probably post this up on YouTube soon. So there you go. So that said, we can cut 3 lands. We can cut 2 of these and 1 of these. That's the default. I might cut another play. I might just make it an 8-6. So we're going 10-7. A bit sketchy, but I think I can live with that. Hey, Tim Sopcack, thank you for thank you for liking and sharing the stream. Many apologies if it looks like it's lagging. It might just be. Oh yeah, it's also raining hard as well. I don't know why, but it could be a lot of things as well. So many things to worry about. Anyway, we do have a bit of a synergy deck. We'll see how well this does. Okay, let's see how well we can survive with this one. Cause as of now, I could not get a win in Decathlon. My suffering is your entertainment, but I would like my suffering to end some point. That said, not hitting any real rares here is gonna be a problem here. Now, Zendikar Rising is a bit. Well, we did hit 1 rare. Soul Shatter. There you go, Soul Shatter. But we can't keep this. Well, technically we can. It's super risky though. Like, we would need to hit our lands. If our opponent mulligans, I mulligan. If our opponent keeps, I keep. That's gonna be the decision we make. Also, it says I'm offline. What the heck? Okay, that was just a weird connection. They kept, so we're gonna keep. Super sketchy, admittedly. Yeah, really, really sketchy. I think we're gonna get punished for this one. Cliffhaven Sellsword. Okay, not too punished, but we are gonna be taking a bit of a hit. Probably just play the core cell. Smite the monsters, I believe it's checking on power, so. Oh, looks like opponent is taking a risk. So we're gonna play the core celebrant first. Give ourselves a blocker. Also, I don't like the idea of playing Cleric of Life's Bond quite right away. Also, what we can do is we can Cleric. Okay, Utility Knife. We'll take the hit. So, but we can do Cleric of Life's Bond, gain the life, pump it up, and have paired tactics on standby. It deals only 2 damage. But it's decent enough, I suppose. We'll swing, because it's unlikely our opponent has anything up for that. Opponent is the one that's stuck on 2 mana. Let's Okay, oh, they're actually aggro. They might have a pump effect, so we're gonna... When they attack, we're gonna use the practice tactics first before blocking. Also note that Vanquish the Weak now misses the Cliffhaven Sellsword because of Ardent Electromancer. Okay, so just 2 mana. Okay, they're gonna try to unload early, but we got a surprise Thundering Rebuke. That's fine. Twice the number of creatures in your party. Thankfully, I still have a Core Celebrant. So this is Cleric. Yeah, these are all Clerics. I don't think... Because our opponent can equip Utility Knife. Yeah, we're gonna pass. Make it look like we're they're not gonna believe we're flooded though. So what they can do is they can probably play something else. We just vanquish it, and we can just vanquish the Electromancer in response. If they move to equip the Utility Knife like they're gonna do now, we vanquish in response. Let's make sure it's an instant. Yep, it's an instant. There you go. Okay, pass to attacks. We will block because that will elicit a combat trick. Opponent goes Electromancer again. Now we can just... We're gonna go Angel Heart Protector, just some... Yeah, just give the... That doesn't quite matter which one we give. We're not gonna use up the Soul Shatter right away. Just waiting for our opponent to run out of gas. Yeah, okay, sure. I really don't want to use up Soul Shatter on these small guys, so opponent is going to... Opponent is kind of out of gas, but I need to save it in case, so... Oh, we got to smite the monsters. This is... Yeah, it's a power check. So... We can just gain our way out of this and see if our opponent has a response to Shepherd of Heroes. They probably do. Okay, they are getting somewhat flooded now. They could have another Thundering Rebuke. Yeah, they were forced to use it in Cleric of Lightspawn. I would agree that's a good place to use it. Also note, another thing we can do is you can just take the damage and just smite it on the next turn. So this becomes a 5/3. We could just trade. Yeah, I'm gonna offer the trade here. See if our opponent has a combat trick. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna try to save the Soul Shatter for as long as possible because that's pretty much our opponent's catch-up mechanism. Shepherd of Heroes. So that limits the amount of life they actually gain. And now the race begins. I'll be in the World of Hurt if our opponent has... Okay. Yeah, let's not block needlessly. There we go. That's all the removal we got, but we are in a bit of trouble now. In the sense that if our opponent does have anything big, we kind of need to draw into it. I will offer the trade though. Maybe that might have been a mistake, maybe not, we'll see. Okay, we're not gonna fire off Dauntless Unity until we need to. Royal Eruption, that's 5 damage. Yeah, we have to let that resolve because Dauntless Unity will not save it. If it was +2/+2, I would. But nope, didn't quite save it, so we got our Deadly Alliance up now. So let's see if we can win in another 6 turns. Easier said than done. Cliffhaven Sellsword. Oddly enough, he should suspect something there. Always suspect something is wrong. Because it usually is. Yeah, drawing too many lands. Might as well play this one so we get multiple options here. If our opponent swings, we're just gonna take it. Because what we can do is we can kill what the next thing our opponent drops. Dauntless Unity if we must. Cliffhaven Sellsword. Let's see. Paired Tactician. Okay, then let's see. Goes for that. Let's see our opponent blocks. Opponent goes with the obvious block. I guess we should try to save it. And let's see. Oh, opponent concedes on that one. Yeah, it looks like they've had enough. That was a big beating. We're glad to have dealt it. That said, I am concerned about removal. I also have to be careful with how nonchalantly I'm just trading stuff off. Our life total was way too... was pretty much... It's too comfortably high, I would say. We could have preserved our board better, but it is like there is adage in chess that's kind of applies here. If you the one who is who has the material advantage should strive to simplify the board as much as possible. Yeah, I'm also noticing the lag. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can cut out some other things like this and this and this. Maybe that should minimize the lag a bit. I'm not too sure. Oh, also this. Probably should cancel that out altogether. It probably a note to myself that I should reset the computer before I start streaming. Any means of reducing lag I should take. Okay. So we do have our colors, but if we don't draw another land, we're gonna keep this only because we kind of have a sequence going on. Okay, there we. So we can go Core Celebrant into Marauding Blight Priest into Core Celebrant. Let's see if our opponent's deliberating. Yeah, this one's generally this one's generally flyers into other flying party. Okay. Not liking that, but we do have... Okay, no, not a counter spell. Could be a Nahiri's Binding. Can't attack, it's activated. Well, no activated abilities. So, yeah, actually putting that on Core Celebrant is gonna be a big whiff. I kind of want to see what our opponent has, so we're gonna just swing for now. And go off with another Core Celebrant. Ideally, I'd like to have the Marauding Blight Priest on by then. But I suspect our opponent has something like, yeah, Into the Royal. So that's fine. So we need to save this for obviously big threats, because that's pretty much how our opponent wins. Oh wow, now we have a decision to make. Do we go Blight Priest? The ideal one is actually Farside Adept, because it allows our paired tactics to actually kill this thing. Also, it would have helped us with our land draw that we didn't hit. I could have swung also just to make sure we can snipe the Ox. So we're gonna go for this, see if our opponent has a combat trick. They probably have something. Oh no, they don't. Or did they miss the mat? They didn't. I don't know. It's unlikely that they missed the mat. Okay, it's just Geyser Mage into bounce that. Yeah, sure. Now the game truly begins. If our opponent's plan is to keep bouncing everything, it kind of benefits us because it keeps giving us extra shots. Oh, I should have played this in... Nah, I think I'm okay with this sequence. I didn't need the +1/+1 counter on this right away, though it would have helped. Opponent goes Expedition Diviner. Holds up 2 mana. Yeah, we're not exactly in a hurry to kill our opponent, so we're actually gonna just keep take care of this from the back. I could Nahiri's Binding, say the Expedition Diviner, but we probably want to save this for something, well, much bigger. So, opponent has, yeah, they have to bounce it. Oh, tap, draw a card. Okay. I can also play the Farside Adept just to gain some more life, I suppose. Yeah, we're not exactly responding with anything. I don't like giving them another card, but... So at 6 mana, we actually have the option to just Kabir Outrider one of our Celebrants, maybe. And then we can Deadly Alliance for 2 mana. That's another plan. Yeah, this one's a little bit brutal, I have to say. Again, for those who are still on, I really apologize for the speed of the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna actually start closing even more things now. Opponent goes for Fearless Fledgling. Okay. Also having 5 mana up could mean something. Living Tempest, flash. It has flash. You don't need to cast that now. Okay, so based on that, yeah. So that should actually pressure our opponent. It might induce some chump blocks here. It might induce an attempt to even kill, like say Tempest Fledgling onto, like Geyser Mage Fledgling onto Cleric of Lightspawn, for example. Yeah, opponent's a bit on the tank here. Haven't noticed any lags so far. Okay, so it looks like it might be an issue with local viewers, which makes sense. My country doesn't exactly have the best internet in the world. Okay, then we're gonna pass, and we're gonna pray that let's see, what's the rat effect? Okay, Tazim Rat. So it's not the rat effect. I'm trying to remember what's the rat effect in Zendikar Rising. Opponent go really unloading. Except they probably should not be attacking. Hold on. I can play this. If they have a... Okay, no counter spell, so that's 2 damage. Play this. Tap 1 creature. The safe play is to just swing, I guess. But let's see. Let's force our opponent to cast their spell now. Like if they counter this, it's nope, no counter. So yeah, looks like we managed to machine gun them. I was actually so well, we'll see. It's our opponent can still bounce the Blight Priest in response, so we would just gain a ton of life, but we would be able to punch through for lethal. No, opponent's gonna take it. There we go. There we go. That's life gain. So I was so concerned with this one because I took the 1 payoff early and did not really get the payoff until much later. So at least we do have some control elements. I'll admit that the deck is really not very strong. But we have a SWAT. But we do have a SWAT of removal to kind of pave the way. I'm really hoping that we can win 1 Decathlon. Like I don't need to get like the all 10. Clearly, I did not get the all 10. I would like to at least get enough wins to have 1 shot at the cube draft in the future, when come January 8th. So far, we're at 2 wins. Which also means I need to also start figuring out a good historic artisan deck. I'm already considering just going back to either my Shaman's list or updating my the burn list I ran in Pauper for artisan. There are a few card combos I need to worry about, so Okay, so this one is super not keepable because we have. It's actually this one's actually worse. I will keep it though, but yeah, I might have to. I'm gonna probably adjust the land count after this. I think 10. Yeah, 10-7 might be too ambitious. I think I will go back to 9-8. Oh, we'll play this. Let's see if our opponent has removal. Vanquish the Weak is a concern. I'm assuming this gets removed immediately, which is actually kind of fine right now. Canopy Baylot. Okay, so Vanquish is not gonna hit that. I am gonna actually offer the trade. Most likely they don't. They want to play a land and swing for a big hit. That's usually the play. So next turn, we probably just go Deadly Alliance. I can see an argument for playing the Outrider, I guess. Try to catch up on the life gain and swing in again. Turn Timber Ascetic. Ooh, wow. That's gonna be brutal. So we're actually kind of hoping our opponent does not have incidental removal because I'm planning to double block. If they have removal now, at least it saves me the well, that's fine actually. More removal. Okay, so we are probably taking 11. We can... well, we got back-to-back alliances, so that's something. We'll go for the Ascetic because they're already emptied out at this point. Not so sure why I held the Corcel Brent Black. Okay, that's why, because I kind of need to block. The problem is, yeah, we're dead either way. We only have enough spot removal. We never, and our opponent hit their removal in the right time. So like I can go Nahiri's Binding on someone, but I'm dead to the other. Yeah, Vanquish the Weak happens to be a bit on the low side. So this is a bit of a heartbreak, but you know what? I'm given off color starting hands. Okay, usually that is hope that your 6 is better. In that case, that was still a gamble. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually shave one underperformer for another land. We're gonna go virtual 10-8. And I say virtual because we're using MDFCs to supplement our land count. Now some have speculated that that there is supposedly some shady that it messes with the shuffler. Put on your tinfoil hat for that one. No, I don't think it messes anymore. It's actually kind of what you expect. I think the part that messes with it is that most of them enter the battlefield tapped. So that's the part that messes it up, but that's a completely different story. Yeah, we're gonna cut one underperformer here. Like the Drana, I'm gonna cut the Drana Silencer because that's way too expensive. We're just gonna, there you go, 8-7. So we're at the virtual 10-8 now. That's pretty much the main for Zendikar Rising. That's pretty much the main fit. I believe we have Evolving Wilds effects. That also helps, but that actually, yeah, it's really about having as many card draw effects as well. Like we have a pressure point. I could add that. Right now, my Okay, so this one is better. We have 3 virtual lands, though we won't be doing anything until turn 3, but that's kind of fine for the most part. This is a bit on the expensive side, though. I think the trick is accepting that okay, we're gonna play this one first. The reason for that being that if we manage to draw another untapped land, I can go for the quick Cleric of Life's Bond. Thank goodness no Jawari Disruption, but this scares me. This is rogues. This is definitely rogues. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to play land, hold up Soul Shot. Oh no, never mind. They removed it. I'm actually gonna just play this now. Okay, I don't know if they needed that or not. Okay, they probably did not need that, so we actually helped them. So let's try one. Still missing the drops, but that's actually fine in this case. I usually suspect that our opponent might have a bigger target here, so especially in blue. Well, not blue-black, not so much. They generally rogues, but they do have big blue creatures that I can concern myself with. Also, really finding it super sketchy. Our opponent's not casting anything now. Cascade Seer. I think it's fine. Because what we're gonna end up with an Outrider. We're gonna end up with an Outrider or Shepherd of Heroes. Probably gonna just play Outrider. If I can draw a land, Ox would be nice. Nope, did not draw the Ox. We can play the Core Celebrant to gain 1 life, but that's kind of meh. Also, I know Concentrate the defense only counters non-creature spells. Zulaport Duelist. Yeah, sure. Okay, the mill actually helped us because we need lands. I am willing to trade us. Yeah, I'm willing to trade off actually. Opponent is hitting all their land drops, so. Because I also suspect that they might have a that they might have the big the Drana Silencer, so best bet is to just go for it. Ugh. Yeah, land drops. Come on, you're killing me. Yeah, no choice. We really have to play the creatures first. Most of the counters are non. There are a few counter spells that will hit creatures, so that's a thing. Could also just be like could just be like a big bounce spell. You know what? That's fine. But yeah, we really need to hit our land. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. You don't just. If we hit another land, what's Mind Drain? Target discards 2 mills a card. Okay, we discard the Ox. We discard. I'd say we discard the Celebrant here. And we mill the land, which we need. Well, I would have preferred it to be a plane, so that's actually fine, I guess. No, it's no planes yet. So we now have a trick. Salon Division. Okay, they're looking for something. Okay, we'll let them find it. It's an instant or sorcery, so they might be looking for a way to kill the Sky Dancer. That's kind of overkill. Oh, it's a way to kill Sky Dancer. Okay. Or they might save it for something else. So first things first. Tactics. Let's see if they have a counter spell of some sort. Okay, that clears the board. If they have another creature, we can clear it with the Deadly Alliance. Oh, okay, this one clears our board. Still no creatures. It's gonna be a while. But surprisingly even, all things considered. Oh, they also have a Soul Shatter. Nice. Preferably something big or another land would be nice. Tactics again. Huh. Yeah, Smite the Monster is probably not the best card for this. Yeah, we just need to hit another land. And we can kind of Ghastly Gloom Hunter. Come on, land. This is how we lose. We had one land out of all these other cards. Let's see. Statistically, oh, the problem is also we have. Let's see. We played two. Let's see. Oh, finally. Okay, they're down to one card. Yeah, let's just do it now. See what their last card is. Nope. Okay, that's good. Dreadworm gains indestructible. So we managed to punch. Okay. Core Celebrant first. Keep it simple. I'm really concerned about why they could not have that many lands. Not much life gain here. Wow, what do they have in hand? Probably removal at last. Bloodchief's Thirst. Yeah, that was expected. Nimana Skidder Sneak. Wow. Yeah, it's actually kind of expected we're going to be drawing this many lands now. And we kind of have no choice but to... We preferably would like to have at least a second creature so that Practice Tactics can hit. Oh no, they have a Crawling Barrens? Oh wow. Okay, so we are passing. I think that's how we lose. We used up all our removal and now we have... Like, let's see, that's both our Deadly Alliances. That's our Smite the Monstrous. All we have left is Nahiri's Binding, so the only way we're gonna get that active is... Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, we might actually wipe this, get wiped on this one. We also used up our Soul Shatter. Wow, we pretty much used up all our... Oh, no, that's their hand. Yeah, we used up our Soul Shatter. We used up our Smite the Monstrous. And the other problem is, let's say we go Nahiri's Binding. Once that converts back to a land, it's gone. Well, we finally ran out of gas. The sequence was unfortunate. If some of the lands had been adjusted there, we would have been able to keep up. But now it looks like this is how we're gonna lose. With Tundra's applause. No, there's no Tundra's applause here. It's just sadness all around. So there we go. 2 wins, 2 losses. I would at least prefer one more win. Oh yeah, did I mention that I did not draw either of my Farsight Adepts? So there goes my card draw. Pressure Point would help alleviate the card draw thing. But yeah, that one is very hard to predict. Like, opponent played it super late there, so there is really no way around it for us. Yeah, that was pretty much all our removal. We pretty much emptied out. I could say there's an argument for Pressure Point over Dauntless Unity, but no, more often than not we want the Dauntless Unity. Oh wow. And this is actually what makes Decathlon quite heartbreaking. It is a very good money sink. And I hear many stories like, oh, I'm able to get it once, I'm able to get it twice. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay, we keep this. We don't need this. I don't want this either. Wow. Yeah, on okay, we're gonna go Cleric of Life's Bond because that's pretty much the only way we're gonna win. I'm not so sure that's gonna work considering our opponent's playing colors with all the removal in the world. So we're probably gonna lose the Cleric right away. Unless our opponent is so... Yeah, no, they're gonna kill it right away. That's generally the thing I would do if that's generally the thing to do if your opponent has mulled down to 5. To attack Bug Catcher. Oh, we're not finding that. Not so sure if that engine's gonna keep up. So yeah, it's a small... Unfortunately, let's see. Oh, opponent is on aggro, so this might be an issue. It also probably means I don't want to block with Core Celebrant because that is our only engine right now. It'll become a 2/2. I'm not gonna block. It's way too sketchy. Stonework Patch Beast. Yeah, you could have played that earlier. What the heck? This is a real feel bad. If our opponent has anything bigger, we lose, but we're kind of racing right now. Yeah, sometimes you are just destined to be the super underdog. Yeah, we can afford to take it. Actually, we kinda have to. Because it's... Hellion... Okay, the only good... Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to save the Inordinate Rage. Oh, come on. Well, I guess we're blocking with the Blight Priest. Yeah, we're taking a ton of damage. But, nothing we can do about this. Like, we had it all so well, and the game decides to crap on us in the last hands. Yeah, this isn't... Yeah, can't even serve. Yeah. No way we're going to win that one. These two hands. How do you avoid that? Yeah. Sometimes you don't avoid that. Sometimes you just have to accept that that it's not your day. Well, guess what? You, my suffering is your entertainment. Anyway, I kind of off stream. I decided to off stream. I did a quick draft. I 7-2'd it, so I did feel a little bit better in the end. But sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. You know what? It's been less than an hour. And since Wizards is so intent on getting me to spend everything, I'll spend one more. I'll humor those bastards. But to be fair, for you guys watching on stream, if you can't afford it, don't. So we're gonna do another one, just to see if things get better. And yay, we got Lotus Cobra. Actually, Lotus Cobra is great if we can use this to ramp up to something. So the argument is we need to have something to ramp up. The argument also is Royal Eruption is good because we have quite solid removal here. And nothing quite good in red actually after that. So actually nothing quite good in green either. You know what? Let's see if we can land it. It is the land set after all. So basically on that line we are going to be prioritizing cards with landfall. I'm not too sure if I want to get into red quite yet. But we do want to get some reds. Okay, so probably the Royal Eruption here. And a Spikefield Hazard. So, oh, there's also a Sizzling Barrage, which is quite good. There's another Canopy Baylot we can take. Let's cut the green really hard first. Let's see if we can survive off that. Hey, Murasag Root Razor. This one's always been solid. This as Zendikar is a way to work along that line as well. So not too sure if we go green-white or green-red, though it's starting to look like green-red is a nice option. There's just Kazandu Stomper, though. 0-3 within 10 minutes yesterday. Yes. It's not your day the majority of the week. Well, I guess I really have no idea. I don't know what to say for that one. I guess those are the I know I felt those moments of frustration, like especially when I was, it's not even teching to mythic, it's like just teching to diamond unconstructed. Sometimes I will get those moments too where it feels like nothing ever goes right no matter which deck I play. Sometimes you just have to take a step back. Usually if I get really frustrated, I just do one round of jump in just to clear my head. Do some unranked just to get stuff out of the way. Now I'm really not sure whether I go red. I think ideally I go red because but there's white also. Let's go red for now. It's a little bit of removal. And we'll take the Sizzling Barrage even though it's quite bad. I can also just play this as Zendikar. It's a non-creature. It's a way to get extra creatures. Let's go Sizzling Barrage first. Okay, so some green came back. A good amount of green came back. Spitfire, Lagak. We'll consider that. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be green-red. The Root Racer is nice, but I probably might not run it. Okay. As much as I like to take Akiri, we are not really going equipment. I probably will just take the Akum Warrior here. So we're going harder on red this time. The game's trying to tell me something else. This is the second Root Grazer. But I do have other options. I might just pass this one. There's a Gnarlid Colony. There's a Territorial Sight. I think I'll take the Sight for now. Another Baylot. Reclaim the Waste is a good way to find lands, and we could use it to find the white. Because I already have 2 Baylots already. I think I take another Baylot first. Then we take the... Okay, there's a Prowling Felidar, but that's in white. So we're going to take the Gnarlid Colony first. Yeah, now we take the Reclaim the Wastes. And let's take a Turn Timber Ascetic. Some extra life gain can't hurt. Now we have our green removal. Hold on, let's do a sanity check. Our curve slightly high. But I probably don't want to run Might of Morasa, so we'll take at least one of those. Yeah, we'll take the second Reclaim over the... Because... Yeah, I figured there'd be another Gnarlid. But also because there's a chance that we might want... Because right now the White Splash looks like it's dead, but we want to keep that option slightly open. And, oh wow. Drana, the Last Blood Chief, is a bomb. We can get away with not running her. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get away with not running her. Now, I do have the double Reclaim the Waste. What I did... Okay, so a bit of story time here. When I was doing that quick draft, I was solidly on red-white. And then pack 3, pick 1, I get the Dreadfast Demon. The one that, the 7-drop, 6/6 flyer. End of your turn, you can sack a non-demon to make a copy of it. I splashed just specifically for that one card. Now, is Drana the Last Blood Chief on that same line? It's a 4/4 flyer. But the problem is... It worked on that one because that was a 7-drop. I had all the time in the world to tutor for it. Here, I don't have so much. Like, my only mana fixing is Reclaim the Wastes and Lotus Cobra. I think I'll... Who Dares wins. If it doesn't pan out, I'll cut it. We'll take the Florahedron because that allows us to cut 1 land. So we got Vastwood Surge, not so interested in that. I might be more interested in the Deadly Alliance at this point, but take note, we only have like the Cleric, 1 Warrior that doesn't really land that often. I guess we can use Vastwood Surge as an alternate, so we can actually say cut the Teeter Peak Ambusher. We got Fisher Wizard, Spare Supplies, Scorch Rider is a good 4. We actually don't have much on tree. I'd probably take the Kazul's Fury. That gives us another virtual land. Hey, another Sightcat. That's another tree drop. Let's see. Lightblade is always annoying. Iridescent Horn Beetle. That's only for +1/+1 counters. We do have some synergies with it, but I might rather have... I could actually just take the Sizzling Barrage at this point. And take the Dauntless Survivor. Let's shore up the 2 and 3 slots for now. Morasa Brute. No, we take the Jaraga Visionary. That's card draw. Not interested in... We'll take the Broken Wings. Another... We have 3 Canopy Baylots already. Take another Dauntless Survivor. But we probably have to start making real cuts now. Now we're gonna... There's an argument for me taking one of those Spare Supplies a while ago. I think we took way too many green cards. There's an argument saying we can go mono green then splash black, but I probably... Yeah, we have to make a lot of cuts here. Like, first things first, let's cut the 2 here. Let's make this 8/7 for now. We probably want to cut a few green cards here, so... I'll probably cut the Cinderclasm also. Cut both Might of Morasa. We have to cut a lot of creatures as well, so... Probably the 3 Dauntless Survivors. There, our curve's a little bit flatter. We probably want to cut Nissa's Zendikar. That leaves us 4 more cuts. I'd say that's 3 creatures and 1 non-creature. Oh wait, we can cut 1 red because but I probably will not cut the 1 green. So we're at virtual 18, which is fine. I will cut 1 Reclaim the Wastes because if we don't need it super early, we can just kick it to get both. And we also have a Vastwood Surge we can run into. Alternately, I can cut the Vastwood Surge, but Vastwood Surge is more of like I play out all my landfall cards, then Vastwood Surge. I cut the Springmane Cleric actually because we're not. That's not so great. Kazandu Stomper will cut 1. Yeah, I guess this is more solid. Okay, wish me luck. It's not just difficult, it's super messed up. If the first game doesn't really pan out, I'll probably just cut it, go straight regular. But then I would have to say that I splash for double black on less. So we will hold on the Reclaim the Waste. We're not gonna cast it right away. Because kicking it for 2 lands is probably better. Also note that some of our removal is sketchy, that it requires us to attack into something. Okay, let's see. Do you have Jawari Disruption? No. And this is a sorcery, some C4 Stalker. And this is how you use Sizzling Barrage. And I think this has Trample. Yeah, it still punches true. Also note that we're not in a... Okay, Hagra Constrictor. Let's see one. Okay, let's think this through, because I eventually also want to have 7 mana. Oh, they might have the effect that makes it indestructible. Not quite, okay. I'm really curious also why our opponent blocked that one. That did not make sense at all. Feed the Swarm. Okay, finally takes it out. Now we're flooded, but in no real rush for anything. In fact, we can probably choose to just nuke our opponent first. Like, we have a 5 damage removal spell on hand. Super sketchy if our opponent turns out to have removal, but you know what, let's go for it. They do have removal, do they? Yeah, that's also the concern here. Wait, no, C4 Stalker. Do they have their... No, they don't have it. Not yet anyway. Okay, so Territorial Psycat, played that first. Swing. And you know what? I'm actually going to save the burn spell because we can kind of go up top now. I'll take whatever luck you have to offer me. I'll take whatever... At this point, I'm scrounging for luck. I could care less where it comes from. Let's see how our opponent responds to this. So we need to see how much damage we deal and how much... no, opponent conceded. Okay, I was gonna say how much of our opponent has to... it looks simple, I'll admit, but it was actually very harrowing. Like, it requires a bit of discipline, like with the reclaim the ways, knowing when not to cast it. Like, it's very tempting to cast it, but if I had the goal, but I pretty much had the goal in mind. Also, I would note in the other instance when I did splash for double black, I had cases where I did end up having to discard the splash card. The case is really about minimizing the risk. Like, you want to have one dead card. You don't want to have too many dead cards. So I can expect Lotus Cobra to die, but I would really have no choice in the matter. Fearless Fledgling, okay. Okay, that one does not really work because the mana does not stay. If I had a way to make lands enter instant speed, sure. But as it is, I'm going to have to take my early beats. See if our opponent had... Oh, Cinder Classum would be really nasty. No, Skyclave GOP. Okay, we can take it. With our Kazandu Stomper. Which we can actually play. And so now we're kind of relying on Turn Timber Ascetics. So that's a 5-3 trample. Opponent probably wants a swing. Trying to remember if there's a double strike. No, I think we'll take it. And the only reason we're attempting to take it is because we know we can get the life back. Sort of. Air quotes. Rockslide Sorcerer. Okay, that's a bit dangerous for us because we could lose our splash this way. And this is instant sorcery or wizard spell, so there's quite a bit of that here. Yeah, this is getting bigger and bigger. This does not have trample, so I am willing to, well, not this has trample at least, so I'm willing to chump it. If it eats a combat trick, it's so be it. Let's see what our opponent's big follow-up is. Smite the Monstrous would be really bad for us because that clears our board more or less. Farsight Adept. Okay, so we lose... Yeah, the Lotus Cobra is the correct one to lose. I think the mistake was I flashed in red mana. Oh. Jaraga Visionary. Okay, that draws us a card. Territorial Sightcat also helps, but... Let's gain the life first. And now we can't swing because if our opponent has a land drop, that slips true. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're gonna die to the Fearless Fledgling. So this is kind of the fail case here. Though in our case, it's more of not having any real early plays and having really poor removal. We have a rabbit bite, but there's a chance that we could still get killed. There's the reds. It's if our opponent has a, I should have tapped the Florahedron because nope, no rabbit bite here. So yeah, that's kind of game. We're not going to be able to punch through these guys. So yeah, and not you're typical. Okay, so I'm gonna return Tim Sopkak's luck back to him now. But you know what? I'm still willing to keep the. Okay, maybe I'm not that willing to keep the black so much anymore, but I don't think in that case the red would have helped either way because yeah, that was a no. That was always white's one of white's solid threats. Basic, just having having a fearless fledgling that just dodges removal. And we are kind of light on removal as well, so that is kind of our weakness here. But this is me hoping we could get. Okay, this is oh, this is actually a bad keep. I saw the two, but I didn't realize that the rest were actually quite expensive. Oh, why did I Yeah, that I'm not thinking straight anymore. You know what? Maybe I should just go home. I'm drunk. I haven't even drunk anything. Okay, Vastwood Surge that we can't cast. Yeah, Sizzling Barrage. We're seeing this weakness of Sizzling Barrage now. It goes the other way around. Thankfully, the game decided to throw us a bone. Unfortunate, we actually have the decision to make here. There is a lot of non-creature counters, like there's negate, there's concerted defense. So I'm actually kind of scared to cast Vastwood Surge. We might not have a choice at this point though. Also, if I cast Sizzling Barrage targeting Myriad Construct, it's gonna split into a bunch of 1/1s. Yeah, we goofed. Well, we kind of goofed up, but at the same time, it doesn't even look like it matters. There was an argument for me swinging at the Black Bloom Rogue and then just... Okay, our opponent is going to equip Utility Knife on something. Most likely the Myriad Construct. Oh, if you equip in the Black Bloom Rogue, that has Menace. Oh, I'm probably going to end up taking it anyway. Or not. If he has a spell that targets one of our things, it's bad. If he has a spell that targets one of his construct, it's weird. Yeah, I might have... Oh, willing to trade. Okay. I have... Still concerned our opponent might have a counter, so... Yeah, we're gonna go Lagak first. Because the counter is most likely to be non-creature counter than a creature counter. Mana Sky Dancer. Of course it's gonna be lands. Well, we can Vastwood search for the others, I guess. Opponent swings in for 5. At least it wasn't one of the black ones, considering that's... Okay, what's up now? That was really bad. Oh, you have a pump effect? Oh, you have... Oh my gosh. Unbelievable, you even have Zaratsan. Oh wow. Let's see this, I can't. We do have broken wings, but doesn't... Okay, let's see if our opponent... Okay, they did not have the counter. I don't think it matters in the end here. Like, we... Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can't block this, and we can't block the side cat. Yeah, we got messed up. Yeah, we kept... That was a really bad keep. Please don't copy what I did. That was horrible. Ay. In this case, I can't blame anyone but my... Okay, I can still blame the game for that first game, but this one I can blame myself. That was not a keepable hand. Maybe it was just me being so excited, like, yes, something that's more reasonable. It turns out it's not. I could lower the curve by say playing Dauntless Survivor. Nah. You know what? Wait, we do have a bit of 4 drop. We do have a Glutton Force. So we are 16. We're virtual 18 lands. Okay, let's improve our odds a little bit. By adding a second reclaim, at least we can get away with spending 1 right away. It's no replacement for an Evolving Wilds though. Okay, we're keeping this. We have all our lands. Turn 3 Sidecat, not so exciting. The Broken Wings may or may not be relevant. But yeah, forced to keep the Sizzling Barrage only because we were kind of short on other removal is a real feel bad. One encouragement is our opponent's playing mono green, but what's... Morasa Brute. Offer the trade, does not take it. This is where Sizzling Barrage comes in, but oh, green-blue. Opponent could be in green-blue kicker or just big stuff. Cleric of Chill Depths. Also, when it blocks a creature. Okay, so damage is not that relevant here. We'll see how our opponent blocks. He most likely blocks the Baylot. Blocks the Side Cat. Okay, trigger. Resolve. I guess we trade. Actually, because if our opponent fires off a combat trick, I can respond. It's now on them. Yeah, they had the Might of Murasa, which we sniped off instead. And that is how you use some Sizzling Barrage. Unfortunately, you have to be in a winning position, which is... I'll stop. No, don't stop watching. It's okay. Jeez. No. Hey, you know what? I don't. Okay, I may be annoyed at times when I feel like I'm losing games that I don't. But here's the thing: this is a game. Is there any game where you deserve to win? That's food for thought. Is the game so set in stone that you deserve to win? If it really is that set in stone that you deserve to win, maybe you're cheating. Anyway, let's play the land first. Let's see. It's +3/+3, so not too bad. We'll swing again first because our opponent might have a second Might of Morasa, but I would be fine. I'm fine if he uses it now. We into the royal bounces it back. Okay. We will run out of lands as a resource eventually. That's kind of why we have the Tangle Florahedron. But on our opponent to respond to it. Kazandu Mammoth. Ooh, that's a big one. Roost of Drakes. Okay, so you really are into kicker. So I need to I probably will just... Okay, if they're really going to be trading resources willy-nilly, we're going to take out their advantage engine. Because they had to play it like that just to block our stuff. Yeah, we had to nuke this because that's an ultimate card advantage. Oh, they're still missing the land drop. It feels bad. Probably still has a bounce spell, I believe. Nope. Okay, nice play with this. Yeah, that... Oh, I feel bad for our opponent. They're Yeah, that was a really big oops. I was just gonna... Yeah, Our opponent... Well, and think of it this way now. If, once in a while, our opponents also have misfortunes against us. So, the world is all equal. It's all equal opportunity. It may not feel fair, but it is actually equal. Yeah, I'm still watching. Just some bad beats recently in draws. Yeah, I guess the only thing I can really say about that is I feel your pain. The people who watch my videos have seen my pain. Like, how many videos have I used Sean Connery screaming to God why from the first night? I'm already about to start a collection of all the pictures I would use for all my bad beats. I'm gonna keep a set of that. Anyway, so any game here could be our last. Please don't be this one. I would at least want to get one pack out of this and not have it be said that Wizards wants me to spend more money on them. Okay, let's be honest. I kind of feel like they do, but of course. Okay, so turn to Colony. Okay, we probably don't want the Akum Warrior, so yeah, and we've already seen the turn 4 Baylot, so we are gonna go. We're going turn 2 Colony. Cleric. Is this the same opponent? It has to be. Wait, I did not. Okay, I didn't check. Let's see. There's a chance it could be the same opponent. Opponent is deep in the tank now. Morasa Sproutling. So we actually have a way to kill either the Sprouting or the Cleric of Chill Depths. If this is the same opponent, they're not going to auto-block with Sproutling. Yeah. Oh, they're actually doing both. Okay. Yeah, I do like to add this. Our opponent is thinking smarter there. They could have easily just blocked with one. They went for the full security plan. Now the game truly begins. Does our opponent have the rabbit bite? They probably do. Well, they're looking at this as if they do. Also note that I'm canopy. They have their own canopy bailout. Okay, let's see if they swing. If they swing, we take. I want to see if our opponent's obviously just gonna take, okay. Opponent probably pumps this up to a 4-3, that then they're now we're really off to the races. Or they could have their own rabbit bite. Yeah, this time the sequence is... Oh, Bubble Snare. Okay. And a Glacial Grasp. Ooh, we lost one... Okay, we lost one Swamp, so unless we hit the Lotus Cobra, we are not... Yeah, this one's permanently locked down. That's the problem. Did our opponent finally... Okay, our opponent might have the ultimate hand. Oh no, it's just Expedition Diviner. It's flying, which is a problem. I am willing to block Visionary though. Okay, this is a horrible time to be... Also didn't realize there was so much incidental mill. Yeah, we're gonna have to use it now. It's a real feel bad. And we might as well kick this, but I think this is game for us. We also drawn a heck lot of lands here. Yeah, we're gonna die to the Diviner up top. Among other... Oh, come on! Yeah, that's game. We had too many lands. Sometimes that's just how it is. Matchmaker issues Redux. It is what it is. And I could not get the win past 3. But you know what? I already kind of made it back, but it looks like I'm actually gonna wipe on the first half of the Decathlon. I'll still need to figure out what to do for Historic Artisan. But yeah, it looks like this event is not gonna be great for us. I'm gonna actually call this episode now because it's just a ton of heartbreak. Claim prize. What prize? Pathetic payout. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like seeing me suffer, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes. That's just the nature of the beast, and usually it doesn't feel bad in regular events because there is a little bit of payout all throughout. It just feels awful here in the Decathlon because it's a reminder that you need to be careful on how you spend your money and whatnot. Here I'm just burning my gold so you guys don't have to. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I wish all of you guys a great rest of the year. I wish you, Jericho Ilagan, a great new year. I wish you, Tim Sopkak, a great new year. I wish everyone who's been watching a great new year. And maybe a better matchup, but we'll save that for another time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of the year, everyone.